In my previous video, I talked extensively about James Hinchcliffe's recovery from his 2015 crash. The story of Scott Brayton, though, is a tragic mirror to the success that drivers can experience at the Brickyard. Born in Coldwater, Michigan in February of 1959, Brayton was the flagship driver for Buick in the mid-1980s. Brayton Engineering, his father's firm, being a major developer of the infamous Buick stock block V6s of the era.
The third engine here at Indy is the Buick engine. Now this is a production-based engine using push rods and a V6 configuration versus its purpose-built counterparts, the Chevrolet and the Ford, that go with cam drives and also V8 power. Now that allows the engine to be much shorter. Therefore, it's more compact and fits better aerodynamically in the Lola chassis built specifically for it. In the past, this engine has been extremely quick, but it has not shown the reliability that the engineers would like. So they've gone to work this year and they've reduced the overall horsepower and the torque in hopes of giving it the life that's needed to withstand 500 miles here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
In 1993, Buick pulls out of IndyCar racing. 94 rolls around and Brayton decides to pair up with Team Menards for an Indy 500 entry. They want to continue to prove the effectiveness of the Buick turbocharged stock block V6. They believe that the power plant was the surefire way to ensure a starting spot amongst the field of 33 drivers. They would be proven wrong in all the right ways.
Through the short chute. Finishing up his four-lap run, averaging 231.604 miles an hour. Not a record. And afterwards, he was asked his feelings about falling short of Roberto Guerrero's mark.
You know, it was a very difficult day to break it, and I said that it was going to come down to conditions. I mean, Ari ran a phenomenal lap yesterday with the 234.9, but conditions were ideal. When you get in this kind of wind, it just slows you down. You can't get the momentum that it takes to be up there, and I'm just thrilled to death to be here. The team's done a great job. And
Brayton won the pole in 1995 with a 4-lap average speed of 231.6 miles per hour. Over 0.5 miles per hour faster than second place. He would kiss the yard of bricks after his qualifying run, being one of the first to start the long tradition. His success in winning the pole wouldn't carry over into the race. The Buick engines were bad fast, but they were horrendously unreliable, leaving him with a 17th place result.
We've got another car in trouble. This is Scott Brayton with an engine. Looks like it's in trouble, Bobby.
Yeah, it's a lot of smoke coming out of there. Well, that's a bad look. Going to bring out a yellow. He parked right on the racetrack.
Now he wants out of the car. He's feeling some heat from under there. So.
He hasn't disconnected his communications either. He ripped them apart.
The engine blew bad. The hot water, that's a lot of steam. Not just smoke from the engine, but it's a lot of steam that's coming out.
So he's been sprayed with some very hot water and he's feeling the effects. That's nothing to laugh about. That's got to hurt Scotty terribly. So the yellow flag comes out at Indianapolis, 148 laps.
After the 500, Brayton was planning on making a NASCAR debut at the 1995 Brickyard 400 when he crashed hard during a private test session around July 27th. Brayton spun going into turn 1 and backed into the outside wall before careening off and hitting the inside guardrail. Brayton's damaged car tore up the inside guardrail in turn 1 and almost went into the creek. Having to be cut out of his Ford Thunderbird and airlifted to the hospital, he would escape with a concussion and a broken left ankle. He would return to Indy in 1996, where he won his second Indy 500 pole with a 4-lap average of 231.7 miles per hour.
He is still fast enough to take the pole away from Arie Luyendyk. What a dramatic turn of events. They withdraw a car safely into the field to take a chance on the pole, and for 3 laps it's been paying off.
And he's doing a great job, very consistent here. His lap times are right on the money, and that 1 lap might come back to haunt Arie Luyendyk at 2:31.
Looking for lap number 4, 2:33.851.
He does it.
The 4 laps at 233.718. He's done it. He's taken the pole away.
Hello and welcome to World Sport Update. The worst fears of everyone involved in this year's Indy 500 came true on Friday when Scott Brayton, who was due to start Sunday's race in pole position for the second year running, was killed during practice. The veteran driver in the yellow and green Minard lost control of his car at more than 230 miles an hour as he entered the second turn. The blown rear tyre on the right was initially blamed for the crash, in which the 37-year-old's car went into a half spin and travelled 420 feet before it smashed into the wall, continuing to slide a further 360 feet with parts of the vehicle flying off. Track officials said Brayton was unconscious at the scene and was pronounced dead at a local hospital 4 hours later. Brayton drove in 148 IndyCar races and had qualified for his 15th Indy 500. He's the 25th driver to be killed during practice for the event.
Brayton would suffer a basilar skull fracture, killing him instantly. It was the first time that a pole sitter had lost his life right before a race. He was 37. Tony Stewart would inherit the pole from Brayton. Danny Angaius would bring Brayton's ride to a respectable 7th place.
Loquacious, friendly, cooperative. We who knew him appreciated his sense of humor and his love of the Speedway and his eternal smile.
Learning about Scott's story is eye-opening to the brutality of racing. You can be atop of the world one day and then be 6 foot below the next. Nothing is guaranteed, not even tomorrow. You'll always be in our hearts forever, Scott. Rest well.